dry. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't.
Welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here today. I hope that you and your family had an amazingly blessed Thanksgiving. Today's video, I'm sharing with you two dishes that are my family's absolute favorite dishes. Those are two recipes that I have used for years on end, so I hope that you enjoy them. The first dish will be a turkey pot pie, and the second dish will be a ham and potato soup. I hope you enjoy these recipes that I'm sharing with you. If you do make them, please share them with me on Instagram. I definitely love to see if you made these for your family. You can find me on Instagram at Spring Soulful Home. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad that you're here today. I definitely hope that you would consider subscribing as I make lifestyle, DIY, cook and clean with me, and I love to decorate my home. So if that's the kind of content you enjoy watching, definitely hit that subscribe button down below. And without further ado, let's get cooking because I need to get some dinner going for my family. Alright, so the recipe that I will be sharing with you today, I have it here in my recipe book. I will be linking this down in my description box. It is chicken pot pie, however, I substitute turkey. You can definitely make chicken pot pie with it as well. So the first thing you'll need is a chicken broth, celery seed, black pepper, butter, carrots. I got these because we're going to use them for something else. I'm just going to cut them up. You'll need milk, frozen peas. I have peas and carrots because that's what we put in our chicken pot pie. You'll also need celery, onion, and here is our leftover turkey. So that is what you'll need. I'm going to first start off by chopping up my celery, onion, and carrots. You need
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever.
Alright, so once we've chopped up all our vegetables, you're then going to add in a 1/3 cup of butter to your saucepan and go ahead and get that nice and melted. You'll then want to add in your onion and celery until that is translucent, and this smelled like Thanksgiving cooking all over again, which actually melting the celery and onion with butter, like sauteing that, is one of my favorite scents for holiday cooking. So Anyway, back to the cooking. You'll want to add in the carrots as well. Saute those for, maybe another minute or two. And then once you're all done with that, you'll want to add in the salt, celery seed, and pepper. If you don't have the celery seed, you can add in celery salt. I've done that before. However, I would probably, if you added in celery salt instead, I would omit the salt. It just would make it too salty. So then once you're all done with that, you'll add in 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. And then, just kind of stir that around. So basically, it's kind of like a gravy base somewhat. And then you add in your milk. And then once you're done adding in the milk, you'll add in 1 3/4 cups of chicken broth. Now, if you want your filling to your chicken pot pie to be a little bit more firm, then I would add in gradually, like a tablespoon at a time, some more flour. You'll then want to add in 2 cups of your chopped ham, or as much or as less as you want in there. And then one of the things that I didn't mention in the beginning of the video is you will need 2 pie crusts already made. These are actually one of my go-tos. I use these quite often. It just saves me some time, but if you want to make your own pie crust, you definitely can. But as you see here, I'm just lining my pie dish, and then I'm adding in frozen peas and carrots. You can also omit the fresh carrots and just use the frozen ones as I did. So whichever you prefer. And I just let the pie filling, just boil for another little while. I then pour it into my pie dish. And as I mentioned, as you can see, it is a little bit watery. So definitely like a good turkey pot pie. But as I mentioned, you can thicken it as you'd like. And then you'll want to add in, or on top, the other pie crust. I just kind of push that down into the pie filling. And then, just pinched it with my fingers as you do to make your pie crust. I then cut in the slits for my pie, just so that way it can have some air as it's cooking. And the other important step is you'll want to put this on a baking sheet, so that way any of the turkey pot pie filling does not spill over onto your oven. I just cleaned mine in one of my recent videos, so I made sure to put that cookie sheet on the bottom. You'll then want to cook it for 30 to 35 minutes, or until the pastry is golden brown. And this is so delicious. As I had mentioned, it's one of our family's favorites. And for the pot pie, you will want to bake that in a 425-degree oven. As I mentioned, for 30 to 35 minutes. It comes out perfect. My family absolutely loves it. And then now on to the ham and potato soup. So you will need 7 cups of potatoes diced into small chunks, 1 cup of onion, 1 large carrot chopped. I used mini carrots and just kind of eyed it. 2 cups of diced ham. For that's pretty much all of the chopping you will need to do for the ham and potato soup. So now on to the cooking part. So you will need 5 cups of water added into your stew pot, and then you will need 5 chicken bouillon cubes. I have the powder, so I just added in about 3 to 4 teaspoons of the bouillon. So you're going to start off by making that bouillon, dissolving it in the water, and then you will place the potatoes, carrot, and your onion in your pot. You will want to bring those to a boil. And then once they are brought to a boil, you're going to remove, if you'd like, the large chunks of onion, and then at this point you can throw them away if you'd like. You'll remove half the potatoes and smash them. I usually put them in a blender, but for this particular recipe, or on this particular day, I used my leftover mashed potatoes instead of taking them out. So one of the things I would suggest is if you're using leftover mashed potatoes, use less potatoes. We like ours like nice and chunky, and then you will add in the milk. It is half a cup of milk. However, I did add extra because I noticed the soup was a little too thick and we like ours a little bit more soupy. So you can see here I'm adding in the little bit of leftover mashed potatoes that we did have, and then half a cup of sour cream, and I mixed that really good until the sour cream and potatoes were nice and dissolved in the soup, and of course brought that to a boil so it can be ready to serve. I did top it with some cheese. You can also top it with more sour cream if you'd like. So as I mentioned, we love this soup. It is so amazing. And if you enjoyed this recipe, I hope that you would make it for your family. If you do, definitely let me know over on Instagram. I'd love to see if you made this for your family. And I do appreciate you watching today's video. It always means so much to me, your support in watching my video. And if you're not subscribed and you're new here, you can click that red subscribe button. Be sure to turn on your bell notifications. My next video will be out on Wednesday. It will be my Christmas tree decorating video. So I hope that you will also stay tuned for that video. Thank you so much. As I mentioned, your support always means so much to me. We'll see you again on Wednesday. Have a wonderful weekend, friends. Bye-bye now.